Howdy y'all, welcome to part 30 of my Let's Play series. I'm Ragaras and we're doing Feed the Beast Lite 2 with some additional mods. Something I've been trying to do here lately is stick to just the Lite Pack 2 stuff. For those of you that are playing Lite, just the Lite Pack, and you're not adding any additional mods. And something I wanted to do after, of course, doing our 4 laser drills up there is what would be the best way to do that in just the Lite Pack. Again, I don't remember the math, but to do it with like either lava or one of the dynamos, you know, you're talking 600 some odd, 600 of those things to be able to produce the 5,000 RF per precharger. So, you know, 20,000 RF a tick is what you need to fully power a laser drill. So, of course, the really most compact possibility, of course, is the Nether Star power. Let me turn this down a little bit. I hate those things. So what I did is I kind of figured out the best way to get the wither skulls, and you'll notice did some changes here. I dropped it about 20 blocks or so I could hurt them a little bit, since I'm not going to be using a grinder to now this system, I'm going to tell you right now, is not perfect. It is not without like computer craft or applied energistics, it's very hard to get everything to balance without you watching it. Just want to tell you that right up front. A lot of this stuff is going to take some interaction and you watching it, and especially this thing right here, and I'm going to show you why when we go down below. But I lowered this way down there, and I gave a 4 wide drop just because if I just did a single block, the skeletons get all jammed up in there. So it's 10 by 10 here, just to get that nice even 4 block opening down there. So, and I've got it on not exact copy, so it does spawn skeletons from time to time. So if we fall down here, and we'll see what we've done. And no, I haven't cleaned any of this up yet. It's just I've just done it right out of the netherrack. I was just kind of building it on the fly, so I didn't want to try to clean it up and make it all pretty just yet. So what we've got is 4 autonomous activators, and in each side of these we have a looting 3 and sharpness 4 sword. I probably could have gone sharpness 5, but 4 is fine. It does good enough job. And so what will happen is everything falls in here. They get killed. You see a little vacuum hopper right there. Sucks up items and experience. Now, your experience is where you're going to have real trouble here. This has a filter that just blacklist the wither skeletons. Everything else will go in there. And this one has a filter on it only to allow wither skeleton heads, unless you want to keep all that stuff. So you see I've got quite a few in here. The difference between this setup and using a grinder is the looting. Each one of the swords in here has looting. It's set on left click and then just straight out, and it'll just kill them pretty quick. You'll see in just a minute. We'll start it up, and it's got quite a big, you know, pretty good spawn rate. Now here's where the trouble comes in. It sucks up liquid experience, not mob essence. Okay, so that flows into this tank. Now to convert it and then transfer it back into the main system as mob essence, we have a XP shower right here attached to the tank. And for this to work, it has to be attached to a tank, not to a pipe. It does not work on like these pipes. Now here's what you've got to watch for. This thing, I think it produces more than it's using, because I wasn't really paying attention. I had this thing bleeding out here, and I wasn't collecting any of the experience, and I had so many of those little orbs right here that it actually got me down to about 10 frames a second, or even lower. I mean, I thought it was going to crash the game. I was really lucky I was able to because I had glass right here. I was able to break that and turn on my coin to get all that stuff picked up. you would need to use a Tesseract in the normal one instead of the Ender tank. And then to turn the shower head on or off, you need to apply a redstone signal to it. Like right now it's off. So if we go up here and we'll turn it on real quick, I really need to lower the switch too, but this turns them on. Down they go. And then when we come down here, they'll start getting hit by the... Oh, I got my coin on. Hold on. Oh, no, I don't want all this crap. Alright, so you got the coin on. They're all dying. Should see some drainage here. Okay, there's no XP in there. Some should come out of here. I guess this really doesn't tell you how much is in here, which is kind of lame. I thought it did. I thought it showed you how much was in there. I guess it does not. Okay. So then to transfer it, to convert it over to mob essence, it has to go through the sewer. So this will be collected by the sewer. The only downside is you'll see if we look at entity count. Oh shoot, I'm too close. If we look at entity count, it'll start to build up. Especially once this tank gets full, because it'll fill up here in just a second, because it's going to overload back at the main base. Doesn't take too long. It's already getting there. So you can see we're already at almost 100 entities right there. So we're going to get a little closer, let it collect some of that stuff so we don't crash out the client. Because it will build up so fast there. That is the only thing I have not gotten kind of perfected yet. The only thing I can think is I'm going to need to add some barrels or something right here to collect the extra or something, or maybe make this tank a lot bigger. These only hold 16 buckets, so not too much. I could probably pull this over here and have it go into drums, which would be better. So let's turn this off real quick so we can stop producing these little orbs. So, do we get any heads? So we got 3 heads in just that short period of time there. So you can see it, you let this run for a little bit. Now, again, you're not going to be able to do this one just AFK. You are going to have to keep an eye on this thing, because this will fill up and the orbs will build up in here. Of course, now those will disappear eventually, but it could definitely, don't let this thing running when you're not paying attention, because it'll kill you. Like I said, I was not watching how many orbs were in there, and it slowed me down bad. I was like, uh-oh, and then I looked at the entity count and realized it was like 700-800 in there, or more probably. I was really lucky I could even get in there without the game crashing. Oh my god, I cannot stand the sound of those things. Let's get out of here. All right, and then now once you got your skeleton heads, of course, we looked at kind of an not auto, but an easier way to kill the withers with the hydraulic press. And of course, I had computer craft turtles on there killing it, but you can also use the autonomous activators there as well. And we'll make a quick cut and we'll come back. We'll be back over in the desert area. So we'll be back in 1 sec. And it always helps to remember to bring the right amount of stuff when you want to do something. If not, add just a little stair right here so I can kind of get up here without having to fly. So I can place these, and when I place this one right here, we're just going to hit this leather, push him up. His head will be up in here so he can't fly around. I've tested it a couple times. It doesn't seem to blow out the glass. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. And we can just stand back and let these autonomous activators kill him. You can, of course, come in here. It might even be a little quicker and whack on him yourself. But, of course, want to show that you don't need to. So we're going to run back just so we don't get hit by the explosion when he explodes. And you'll see his health is starting to go down. The autonomous activators are whacking on him a little bit. No muss, no fuss. You can run in there yourself. You don't get withered. I have been hit by blast a couple of times, but no real damage. And like I said, you don't get withered. So they'll kill him. Down, 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 and there he goes. And you'll see your 2 sigils and your nether star. Okay. And the combination of the two, it's really easy. Go AFK over there for a little while. And, well, no, I really wouldn't suggest AFK in it if you're going to use something similar. Like I said, I need to clean that up, figure out how to make it so you can kind of AFK there and not get swarmed by the little experience orbs. It's really the experience orbs more than anything, and I don't think you can void them is another problem. There's no like liquid void pipe. Really wish there was. I tried putting liquid into like the nullifier. It didn't seem to work, and you can't use the trash can either. Boy, I hate when it does that. It says it's going to give you 5 and you get 1. That one said 1 and I get 3. Make up your mind. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. So we've got our power now, and so basically one nether star will fill up almost completely 2 of these resonant energy cells, as we saw in a couple of videos ago. So you're talking almost 100 million RF from one nether star. This thing is going to take about 20,000 RF a tick to run the laser drill once it's placed up there. I still have to make the laser drill, and I need to get about 3 tesseracts, I guess, together. And I need to, what I've done is I've placed the generator down below, and I've got it hooked up, of course. And now I tried off camera. I tried putting upgrades in here, speed upgrades in here. It doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever. So don't waste your time. It doesn't seem to help at all. I did not try stack upgrades, so I don't know if that would help, but it doesn't really seem to make a difference. You get the same amount of power either way. So I'm going to cut, and I might do a like a what do you call it, time lapse bit of me putting all this stuff together. I want to build or put this over here, and then build this up with a way to drop the nether star in here, so it goes down to the generator without having to go down there. Then of course I want to hook up the 2 resonant energy cells with the tesseract, and then place the pre-chargers, the laser drill, the tesseracts, all the stuff up there. This whole column, as you can see, kind of by the gap between these two, is on the outside of that block, so our laser drill beam should go in there and not cause us any problems. So I'm going to go get that all together real quick, and then we will be back after the cut. I'll tell you what, we'll just do the, like I said, we'll just do the time-lapse thingy, so you can kind of watch this all get done. I think we got everything in place. We've got our laser pre-chargers, laser drill all placed up on top there. I don't know how I like this or not. It almost blends too much out here. Of course, you know, I probably want to do some terraforming out here a little bit, clean this up. This is really just for the video, of course. I think just to give you an idea of how many ores I'm getting, it's just off of those four. My ore processing center there is just constantly running. I mean, it just it doesn't stop. I actually had to put some upgrades on a few of the barrels. I'm thinking about switching those over to like iron and redstone over to a deep storage unit. Maybe coal also, because I'm just getting so much of that stuff now. Everything else is already in a deep storage unit that I care about. I did also have to take glowstone and start processing it into the dust, and because I had a deep storage unit for dusts, so I just go ahead and process it into dust, and it goes in there. So it did take a little bit of work to, nothing serious, but you know, to kind of keep up with the amount of materials we're getting from that now. Oh, and I also shut off the uranium farm from Magic Crops down there because I was getting so much uranium out of that it was actually jamming up the other ores from getting through. So I just turned it off, and I'm still, because I'm getting both yellowite and uranium now. So from the laser drills, but for the light pack, of course, I mean, you can take anything to the next level. I mean, but for me, this is probably something that I would do, and because really one pre-charger, once you get to the point where you can kind of run this for a while, you're pretty good. One laser drill. So we've got the two resonant energy cells charged as much as they're going to charge with this anyways. And then back here, this chest, you put something or a wither or a nether star in there, it's going to drop down and then go to the generator down there. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on for the very first time. I set it to wither power. Don't know if you could see that on the speedy up part there. So we're going to go ahead and turn that on. And oh shoot, I forgot a chest up there. Oh man, it's turn off. Let me pause real quick, and I gotta go make some. You know, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just run over and grab a diamond chest real fast, because I'm not gonna be running this for long, so I don't really need to worry about it being sent over to the ore processing. Let's just grab a diamond chest out of here, and then we'll run back. Boy, you think you got everything, and you forget the most important part. I hope I don't have ores just shooting out the top of that thing. So we'll pop back over here real quick, and then just fly up. I should probably make some sort of... I would anyways if this was going to be like a full-time used sort of structure. I would probably put a... is there anything in here at this point? No, okay. Make sure while I'm up here everything's good. Receive. And receive. And you know what? We got lucky there because I don't think I set these right. And I didn't. Okay. So we got lucky there. We want to set those to output. Now, when we go to wither power and connect it, we should start seeing it burning out. Yep, there we go. And there we go. All right, so both of these resonant energy cells go into this tesseract, and since there's no loss, it goes up to the two tesseracts up there. It's going to split it basically, so one tesseract's going to take 10, the other one's going to take 10, and the pre-chargers can only take 5 each, so that 10 is going to be split into 5 on both of the pre-chargers way up there. So you can see it's going down pretty fast. You're not going to get a lot of time out of this, but we'll let it run all the way through. and we'll come back and we'll see what we get just from this. And it's probably going to take not very long, probably just a couple minutes. So we'll be back here in just 1 second. We'll go see, take a look at what we get off of just one Nether Star run of the laser drill. 1 sec. Okay, she is done. She is gone. Yeah, everything is at 0. Nothing left in there. Let's turn this off for now. Probably want to add a little switch or lever right on that so we can turn that on and off if we need to. Of course, we'll probably always just let it run just until it's completely out, but for emergency purposes. So we're going to fly all the way up to the top here and see what we got. It ran for probably over 5 minutes, I guess. When you think when that indicator on there shows empty, it's really not, man. There's still several million in there. So not a ton. A couple of glowstones, some gold, silver, coal, got a diamond ore, some ferrous, so this is just for only about 5 minutes. So not getting a ton, and it's really inexpensive power-wise anyways. The actual cost, each one of these is 2 diamonds, so you're talking 10 diamonds for the whole rig to put this together, and of course some glowstone. You do need the plastic sheeting, of course. Then you got your tesseracts, which are not, it takes Enderium bricks, and of course liquid ender, and so is it worth it, or do you just want to run a quarry? In this pack, this is nice to have, and of course it's in game, so you always want to do that. But realistically, you'd probably just want to run keep running quarries. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and fire one more in here and see, just repower it up again, get it going. The only problem I kind of have with this is there's no real way to get it to keep it full. Now, I've been looking at the RedNet. Wow, the RedNet controller, that thing is so super confusing. I've got to do some research. There might be a way to do that, because I know it has variables and stuff like that. What I would do myself if I was running it this way with what I have in the mod, I would use ComputerCraft, and I would just use a turtle to check the inventory and make sure that it keeps one in there, or maybe put a turtle on a timer, so figure out the exact time it takes to run out, and then just have it drop another one in there, recharge it, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to just drop, because I don't know what it will. I mean, we may try that. Just drop a bunch of tiers in there and see what happens. It's not like we're wasting them. We don't need them for too much, and we can always get some more. So we're just I just want to double check while we're still here to make sure that this is going to go where it's supposed to go. So we're going to drop it in there. Of course, it's gone right away. And hopefully we'll start seeing some charge here. Here we go, charging up. I was just a little worried, even though we used the energy pipes, and the difference between the energy pipes and like the transfer pipes is, though the transfer pipes will transfer liquids, items, and energy, the energy pipes will only transfer energy. That's why I use those. So they're the extra pipes just to keep you. It just makes, like, if you have vast networks, that energy is only going to traverse the energy pipes. It's not going to look for energy on other pipes that are connected to it. So that's what that does. So it's not as cool as the big reactors. It's certainly not as easy to use as the big reactors. It's not as set it and forget it as the big reactors power is. And guys, really, come on, man. Every time, leave the dog alone, man. But the power is definitely there. And even though this power may not be great just because it's only good for like about 5 minutes and you saw what you got for it, this would probably run a quarry really well for quite a long time. It would definitely run your base. I mean, 100 million RF, and you know, if you had something like this in your base area, if you noticed you were low on power, you could just drop another star down there and fuel it up again. And it doesn't take too long to come over here once you have, you know, we have what, 44 skulls over there, so we come over here and get a bunch of nether stars, and then you'd be fueled for quite a bit of time. And it's almost done. So I just wanted to see if it was, you know, how difficult it would be. The wither skulls really aren't that hard. The only thing with that is, and I'll probably do it anyways because that's probably more. It's easier to get wither skulls that way than waiting for my crops to grow, and because I'm not running it like a full-time crop. If I ran it as a full-time crop like the uranium, it'd probably be faster with the crops, but this is a real simple way to do it. And if you needed the bones and coal, of course, that'd be another way to get those. So the Wither Skull farm is cool. The Wither Slayer here, I really honestly think this is probably the best way to do it. You know, he's trapped. He can't go anywhere. He doesn't fly around, blow up your world. You know, you don't get withered. You don't even have any wear and tear on your equipment doing him like this. And this is nice. It's neat. I would probably, if I was running it this way, I would make sure that there were focuses in there to only to try to limit it what I'm getting, so it focuses on like one type of ore. So whatever I was like looking for the most, I think that's what I would do with just a one setup like this, where you know, I kind of have to wait on power. Going down again. So I'm going to let it run one more time. Not too hard. Like I said, it is not set it and forget it, but it is a possibility if you want to run it and you are only doing this pack. Now, of course, you're not going to have this particular factory block because this does come with Chisel, but you can do the hollow covers. I mean, if you wanted to do something like that, you know, I was just using hollow stone brick, kind of a look. In fact, it's still there over in the main base that goes up to the spawner. So, guys, I hope you liked the episode, and I really do hope this helps you out. If you're like new to FTB and you're new to the light pack, if you know you're confused about adding mods and you're just using the light pack, I hope this really does kind of help you out, because everything in here is doable with the light pack. Like I said, there's the only thing that I did is I used an ender tank over in the wither skeleton area, just so I could kind of see if it was going down visually. I'm a visual sort of fella, and there you would want to use a tesseract. But other than that, I mean, this is all doable with with just the plain old Light 2 pack. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to put a like on here if you do. Of course, you know it helps us all out so much to get noticed, to get us put on the right watch pages. And if you have not subscribed and you want to know when I put out an episode, that's really the best way to do it, is just subscribe, and then whenever I put out an episode, you'll get a notification. So, guys, until next time, let me throw out there one more thing. If you guys have any, you know, I don't get huge amounts of comments, which, you know, if you don't have anything to say, you don't have anything to say. But I don't want you guys to hesitate. I mean, I hope you notice I try to answer all my comments that, you know, really rate a reply. And if I can help you out, I definitely will. If there's something you are not sure how to get done in your world or your pack, you know, shoot, man, ask me. I'll do my best to kind of show it or figure out if I can figure it out, and put it up on a video for you. So until next time, I appreciate you coming by, and I will see y'all later.